Alright, so many of you are probably working from home right now, and it's almost inevitable that you're going to be distracted by countless things around you. Whether it's a bunch of chores that you have to do or entertainment that's right at your fingertips. After spending all this time at home, I've been experimenting with ways that I could become completely immersed in the work that I was doing, to the point where I'm in sync with the task at hand. It's the stage where you are beyond the point of distraction and the mind's usual chatter begins to fade away. Many people describe this as being in the zone, or feeling a state of flow. So I want to talk about how you can get to that state, especially now when you're likely working from home. The concept of the flow state was first put forth by psychologist Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi in his book Flow, The Psychology of Optimal Experience, and he described it as an optimal state of consciousness where we feel our best and perform our best. He devised this concept after noticing the focused effort and subsequent happiness that many artists and creatives would put into their work. This made him wonder why they toiled away at projects unlikely to yield fame or fortune, and whether there was something about their process that brought them fulfillment. Being in a state of flow has been known to expand your mind, because you begin to teach yourself skills that increase the quality of both the work that you're doing and the life that you live. Now, this doesn't mean that you'll be able to answer all of life's tough questions, like, is a hot dog a sandwich? To which the answer is obviously no, it's a taco. It's a piece of meat in one piece of bread. Look, it doesn't matter. In order to better understand what I'm talking about, it helps to envision a graph where the challenge that a particular task presents is plotted against the skills that one has in order to undertake said task. One can start to feel a sense of apathy when the task isn't challenging and you lack the skill for it as well. Boredom is slightly different, where the challenge is low but your skill level exceeds what's required. And anxiety occurs when challenges are so high that they exceed your skill level, which ultimately freaks you out and causes you distress. Simply put, you tend to reach your flow when your skills are fully involved in overcoming a suitable challenge. If challenges are too low, one gets back to flow by increasing them. If challenges are too great, then one can return to flow by learning new skills. So you're probably wondering what you can do to achieve a state of flow with whatever you're working on. And this is what's worked for me. Number 1, eliminate distractions. This has to happen first internally. Whenever you experience stress or have too much on your mind, it'll be incredibly hard to keep your mind focused on the task at hand, and therefore it'll be impossible to reach flow state. If this happens to you, I recommend you try journaling every day so that you can get your thoughts out of your head and onto a piece of paper. This is something that's really helped me. The other thing would be meditating for at least 10 minutes every day, which can help you learn to silence your mind on the days that you do it. Sometimes, though, it can take a little while for everything to just get quiet in your head. Journaling and meditation could help you clear your mind and control your thoughts a lot better. These are things that have helped me prevent my work from getting disrupted and allow myself to enter a state of hyper-focus. There are also plenty of external distractions all around you. It also helps to remove all unnecessary items from your workspace and preferably go to a quiet environment to limit clutter. Oh, and do I need to mention that your phone is the biggest source of distraction? Research has shown that it takes on average 25 minutes to get your attention back to the task at hand once you've lost it. This is because of something called attention residue, which implies that some of your attention is still left behind at the previous task or distraction that you were dealing with. So it's critical that you put your phone away. The next thing I recommend is to work on one specific task at a time. Multitasking sounds like an excellent practice in order to get more things done. But in practice, it makes it a lot harder to reach a state of flow with any one task because you switch from one task to the other and it takes your brain time to get back to that previous task. This sounds a lot like the same effect that distractions have. And so multitasking is pretty much the exact opposite of what you need to be doing if you're trying to find your flow. Next, I'd recommend trying to use a time-based productivity technique. You can't just enter the flow state at will. It's something that you need to ease your brain into. And the Pomodoro technique is something that makes this possible by helping you overcome the biggest barrier, which is simply getting started. Besides, once you're immersed in a task, you may find yourself working well past your set time, which is perfectly fine. Finally, have a clear outcome or goal in mind. Procrastination loves it when there's a lack of clarity about any objective. Whenever you lack clarity about what you want to accomplish, your brain will struggle to find optimum concentration and push you towards quitting earlier or switch to easier tasks instead. So try to lay out what you'd like to achieve in order to avoid this hurdle. When you have a clear goal or outcome in mind, you lessen the odds of your mind wandering and getting distracted. Now you need to know that flow is about so much more than just boosting your productivity. Yes, you can find yourself being more productive, but it also allows you to take an active role in your life, from the most mundane moments to the most critical. So I hope that you find this helpful. Give this a shot with something that you're working on, and let me know how it goes for you down in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi. I'll see you soon.